Well, I'm charging the laptop. Any of the OG subscribers know what that means. What do we have here? Other than my kid made my window dirty as hell. Here we are. Dusted off the old girl, got her warming up. Gonna go throw some fuel in her. Good old race gas ultra concentrate, which is made, I mean, at least 400 wheel horsepower on this stock engine without blowing up multiple times. So it has to have boosted octane a little bit. But yeah, I got her cleaned up a little bit, got the tire pressures good, and now we're gonna take her and put some fuel in her. Well, here's a familiar sight none of us have seen in a while. How you guys doing today? Gonna go put some fuel in the probe, and then I'm gonna be raising the rev limit from 6,200 to 6,500 RPM, try and extend the gears out. I changed back to a shorter shifter from the big whale penis, and today, if everything goes good, I'm gonna be practicing some flat shifting, trying to speed up my flat shifts a little bit and get used to actually keeping my foot planted. Because on the data logs, it shows that I just slightly lift on most of the shifts. And so I want to learn how to not do that, to keep my foot firmly planted and then just engage the clutch and hit the next gear. So we're going to go to the gas station now, get some fuel, and then I got my laptop charging, and here in a little bit we'll do some polls and see what's going on. But yeah. Now I gotta back this sucker up, and I'm in the no reverse club, baby. Give her the push. Use them leg horse purrs. Those are those 2-man purrs, baby. Man powers. Mess around and find out. Legs of steel. Legs of thunder. Here we go. Man, driving this car again after driving the Buick for so long, you forget how freaking bouncy it is on coilovers and how unforgiving this clutch is. This clutch is a monster. 6-puck, it is sprung, but it's a 2,900 pound clamp load pressure plate, so it's the same specs as a ACT ACT Extreme HD pressure plate. So it takes some getting used to, and I haven't driven this car in a while. And after driving an auto and then hopping in this thing and driving it, big turbo, 4-cylinder, frickin' aggressive clutch, coilovers. This thing is definitely a race car. I don't care what anybody says. My Buick, I race it. It's kind of a race car, but it's a clean, like a smooth daily. I would never daily drive this car again unless I had absolutely no choice. Not to mention, of course, the $14 a gallon total for race gas. So it's such a funny experience being in this car again, because I'm just like, oh my God, I have hammered this thing into an absolute pile of shit. A super fast pile of shit, but damn, she's a raggedy bitch. That is for damn sure. But we're about to pull up in the gas station here, get some fuel, and see how it goes. Glub, glub. Mixing up that race gas, 2 cans of concentrate in the tank. Now we put in 8 gallons and we have 112. Whatever we have, I get no knock count at 26 pounds on an HX35. Well, we're fueled up. Gonna go do a pull or two to dust the carbon off the valves. And see what boost she's at. I don't remember, because I'd done a couple of races, so I might have played with the boost a little bit. So I gotta see what we're looking like. I imagine it's somewhere between 23, 24 pounds, somewhere around there. But I'm not actually sure at this point. It's It's a manual boost controller, so I kind of set it where I set it and then I leave it till I need to change it, but I don't always remember what it's at after lots of races and time in between. And so at this point, I just want to see how she feels. The drivability is pretty on point. It's got a couple of spots in the fuel map that could use a little tiny bit of smoothing, but I mean overall I don't drive it on the street unless I'm going to get fuel or data logging, testing, whatever the case may be. I don't, you know, have much need to drive the car. So here we are, cruising in the Red Rocket. She's got some fuel in her. We're still on the old tune. Oil pressure's good. Air fuel ratios seem good. So I'm going to see where the boost is at. So I'm not quite sure where I got her set at. So here we go. Roll on in third. So it looks like 23 pounds. But she was spinning third gear right there a little bit. So I'm not sure if that was full load and actually what she's gonna make. It was kind of on the limit of traction. So get up here and turn around and we'll give her another little stab and see what she does. Let these cars in front in Mexico here get ahead a little ways, and then I'm gonna do a brake boost in third gear and see if she makes any more boost or. And that clutch. Alright, so I got that third to fourth flat shift down. I need to get that first, second, third flat shift down. So yeah, we'll do that up here a little ways. Alright, so this time I'm going to try that first, second, third flat shift. See if we can get her to hit or not. Alright, here we go. Every gear. She feels great, man. Holy shit. But like I said, I'm gonna raise that rev limit because 6250 just doesn't seem high enough. It seems like she wants more RPM. It's not falling off at that RPM. It's like right as it comes into the power and really starts pulling up top is when I hit the rev limiter. It's making full boost the whole way there from about 3,800, 4,000 RPM all the way to 6,200. But I think she's got some more RPM to get these gears lengthened out a little bit. Just showing we really got the drivability of this car dialed in. I'm on between 105 and 112 octane, we'll say, because I don't buy the claims of race gas ultra concentrate. I mean, it's at about 25 degrees of timing in cruise, about 16 and a half, 17 degrees, upwards of 18 degrees at 23 pounds in boost. I mean, she's got some air fuel spots that could be smoothed out, like I said, but overall drivability is just as good, if not better, throttle response than my 626. It's high mileage and pretty beat up, but I mean, it's still a factory ECU car, and this car drives better. So I think we're doing pretty good with it as it sits. Alright, so here we are. We're going to go into ignition settings. No, we need basic settings, rev limiter. So hard rev limit 6,200. Let's take that up to 6,500. Spark retard, progressive retard. Let's do fixed angle instead of progressive. I don't like the progressive. Enable fuel cut limiting off, spark cut only. Hard rev limit 6,500. Spark retard. All right. Let's burn her. And then boost advanced. Let's go to the launch control, make sure these settings are good. 10 degrees retard. Spark cut. Okay, so above 5,000. Soft retard limit 10 degrees. Yep, that looks good to me. I'm going to turn the launch control up to 4,200 though, because it takes a little while to come into boost. So let's do 4,200. Burn. Okay. All right, so file. Save tune as. $20, $22, HX35. Oh, no space. Probe GT. Bam. Save. All right. I'm going to get everything ready and then we're going to go out and do a run and see how she likes the higher rev limit. Well, we're about to do our first pull here in a sec. Seeing if she likes the new RPM and boost or if she blows up. Because that's pretty much the only two possibilities of what might happen. So we're going to see here in just a second. It seems she likes it very much. I don't know if it really hit that much higher of an RPM though. It didn't sound like a lot more. Alright, so it's looking like throughout those few pulls I did on the data log, the max RPM that it logged was 6,274, even though I have the limiter set to 6,500. So I might be having a syncing issue on RPM. Max duty cycle was 88.9%. TPS was good. AFR. Boost pressure was 23.5 pounds was the max. So I'm going to turn that up to around 25 pounds. But AFR was good. It was holding mid-10, so it was really rich, and it was still in the 88%. So I've got a little bit of room to go on duty cycle. I looked at the fuel maps, and it will lean out. It will lean out at higher boost levels. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm wondering why it's still, when it's bouncing on the rev limiter, it's only registering 6,200 something RPM. And you can visibly hear or audibly hear that it's at a higher RPM. So got some more tinkering to do, but AFRs look good. I'm going to give her even some more boost and a little bit more RPM, but I'll probably do that a little bit later in the next video. Thanks for watching, and I'll come back to you once we turn this puppy up a little bit more. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, drop a like, comment, let me know what you want to see in the future. Got some races coming up hopefully soon, so stay tuned.